Hi everybody, this is Sean from HZad Education. This video will discuss PTE Core writing templates. These are words and phrases you can plug in place in Task 1, Summary, Task 2, Email, and those words and phrases will give you the right structure, the best vocabulary, and everything you need to write a successful writing test. Now, in the first part, you have a summary. You have to write 25 to 50 words. We're going to look at a question in a second and then look at the template. Before I show you that, 25 to 50 words, and you shouldn't do more, you will lose marks. But for that you get 10 minutes. Why? It's just less than 50 words. The reason is it is mostly the thinking time. It is very hard to summarize a big text that I'll show you in less than 50 words. So all you got to do in that time is think. So let's have a look at one of the questions. This right here is your question sample. Now you have to write between 25 to 50 words, as you can see here. Any word less than 25, any word more than 50, you lose marks. This is the text. If you want, pause the video. Look at this, screenshot it, and try doing it yourself in 10 minutes. Now, if you have come back, you know how hard it is. It is very difficult. And another reason why it's hard is every key piece of information needs to be mentioned. The marking criteria says you will lose marks if you ignore any relevant piece of information. Now, the other big problem is, what is a relevant piece of information? What you might think, what we might think is different. And this is the AI, so it has some rules that these are relevant pieces of information. Now, here, we want to look at the main things that are said and ignore all the extra little words like led the way, with the quality, all of those. So if I look at this, Bargreen University is launching, has good quality courses and teaching, and it's popular because these people are able to make changes or adapt, basically. That's why they're launching a business degree program. They're reducing their financial courses. They are also aiming to create a world where business program has the content that is important to employers and companies. And they're confident about the future. Okay, so those are some key points I understand. Let's now have a look at the template. The template has 3 main lines, and again, this is the best version of the template you can get here. However, if you want to check out the best versions, multiple versions, detailed explanations, sample answers, and mock tests for PTE Core, check out our course in the description. It's a 15-hour course, teaches you everything on all modules, detailed templates, PDF, worksheets, a lot more stuff with a 20% discount that is being offered right now. You can check that out in the description. Now, the first thing you want to do is start with the subject, the main thing, because you don't want to say to begin with, this writing or this summary is about. Please don't say that. You're going to just waste words. Every word here is important because you have to summarize. So you start with the subject. In this case, you cannot ignore Bargreen University. This is the subject. You cannot paraphrase it. So you need to use the specific names. And something as big as the business degree program, yeah, those 3 words have to be said because you cannot paraphrase or summarize them. So the main idea was Bargreen University is launching its business degree program. Now you put given, okay? Given makes it a complex sentence because before given and after given, you have 2 clauses. So you get marks for complex sentence, which are marks for your vocabulary, your lexical resource, a very important thing in your mark sheet. So now you say given, and it also helps you add another piece of information within one sentence instead of starting a new sentence, which saves you words. Given its track record of quality courses and adaptability. So quality courses and adaptability, right? Let's have a look at the sample again. The first sentence said quality of the courses, and the second sentence said are able to make changes, which means they're able to adapt. So by saying quality courses and adaptability, you are summarizing the whole first paragraph. And this part where it says that they're launching a new business degree program, that is already also mentioned in the first part right here. So in the first sentence, you're able to summarize all of that information, and these are the skills you need to learn. Second part of the template, you have to use moreover. You have to use a connector because especially you're giving so many pieces of information. So use a complex, advanced word like moreover instead of just saying also or plus. So your next sentence will read, moreover, with our candidates' career goals in mind, we are focused on delivering courses targeting employer-specific needs. This is your second point. Let me show you what we're summarizing here. So you see the last sentence? we are confident that with our new business degree program, it will open many professional doors for our graduates. That's one thing they're doing. They're trying to make courses relevant to employers. They're also saying that in the second last sentence, our aim is to create a world-class business program that covers the content that is important to employers and companies. So these two last sentences are saying we're going to make courses that employers can actually use. And those last two sentences are summarized here. Those two sentences can be combined. They fit perfectly. They don't need to be in separate sentences. And they're out of sequence, which is fine. They're at the end. But you have to learn the art of mixing up information if it's at the end, but it summarizes perfectly. Put it before the last sentence. That's fine. And that's what we did right here. With the use of moreover, we combined two more sentences from the actual passage. Now at the end, you have the optional sentence, because honestly, the summary can be completed in 2 sentences depending on the situation. In some cases, it takes 3 sentences, but if you do 4 sentences, you are definitely going to go over 50 words. So if you have finished your summary right here, that's okay. If not, this is the optional one. And here you can use multiple things. If you're concluding, you can use words like overall and conclusively. Using words with le's, so they have adverbs. Adverbs give you more range and they're good for your vocabulary marks. Okay, so you have these two. You can also do surely if you're mentioning a fact, like surely because of this is going to happen. Something that is sure or obvious, you can use that. It's also a le, so it's an adverb giving you more marks. Now, if you use due to this or consequently, you are saying as a result of this is happening. The problem is you cannot use words like as a result or because of this or all of those word combinations, which are 3 words, okay? That's why consequently is better. However, if you have word limit and you have a reason to say due to this, it fits nicer as a flow, use that. I want to stay away from as a result because it's too common. Okay, so the 2 words you can choose, or a phrase you can choose, is due to this, and the word is consequently for your conclusion. I went with consequently, and this one, I could not combine this with another sentence. The sentence that I was doing here was the second one here. We plan to reduce the number of financial courses that we offer in the business program in order to focus more on subjects such as management. That's okay. I didn't need to mix it with another sentence because when I finished, my word limit is 49 words right here. And this sentence is the one that I paraphrase. Consequently, management-based courses will be the main focus, steering away from some financial courses. So that's it, guys. Within 3 sentences we covered are less than 50 words, which is the main criteria. Pay attention to words like employer-specific. You see there's a hyphen. So a hyphen would make those 2 words 1 word. It counts as 1 word. Same thing like management-based. It counts as 1 word. And if you do that with things like well-being, well-taught, these combinations with hyphens reduce your words and help you a lot, okay? Now remember, if you do want to see the best template with the most advanced structures, that is in our course in the description. Now let's look at task 2. This is the email where you have to write at least 100 words. The marking scheme says no more than 120. So if you write 121, your marks are reduced. Every other exam is vague about it. IELTS says write at least this much, but PTE Core specifically mentions if you do 1 word more than 120, you lose marks. So 100 to 120 words. So what you got to do is do 5 paragraphs, intro, conclusion, and each body paragraph should ideally have 1 sentence, not 2 or more. Definitely not more than 2. And you don't have to start with any dates, subjects, or anything, which is the good news. So you start with dear, and you mention Mr., Miss, or Mrs. here in the salutation. You have a lot of marks for this. And the ending, your sincerely plus your full name, okay? The marking scheme says you need email conventions, which is the salutations. You have very important marks for these. Don't miss them. Then we'll talk about the first paragraph here, the intro. Please do not say I am writing this letter because. Please do not say this. I don't know how much I can emphasize that. Everybody's going to use that. You need to be unique, different. You need to have marks for advanced words, phrases, sentences, and being unique. Otherwise, it just looks like you have memorized, I'm writing this letter because. You want to say the reason behind my email is to address, and then whatever you want to address. I want to address the situation with the apartment and the broken whatever. Okay? Similarly, your ending should be unique, advanced as well. I eagerly, that's your mark for your adverb, your range of vocab, anticipate, advanced word as well. And you would say, I eagerly anticipate a positive reply from you on this matter. Given its, once again, the complex addition here, given its, now whatever the situation is, given its seriousness, given its importance, given its urgency, whatever it is based on the situation in the question. Again, you do not need to say, you should not say, I'm looking forward to. You have to be different and advanced. All right, this is 100 words. You would have to, again, kind of work on summarizing your thoughts. So you do not need to start here with, to begin with, or firstly, or anything. Directly start, give the first reason here, okay? So let's say we're talking about the restaurant's dirty situation. So you could start by saying the restaurant, or we entered the restaurant this day, and it was the first thing we noticed was the unsanitary condition, especially in the kitchen. Use a semicolon here and add another clause. So when you use semicolons, you can add other clauses, which means you can add 2 clauses in one sentence. Semicolons give you marks for advanced punctuation, and you should always get those marks. That shows the difference between an advanced writing and a basic writing. So you use semicolon here, and you would say, semicolon, we were particularly appalled by the hair we found in our food. Something like that, okay? Depending on the situation. Furthermore is going to start your next paragraph, which is just going to be one sentence ideally. It is an advanced connector instead of just saying also. Now again, I want you to get your marks for your li, which is the adverb, because I know you guys won't do that. Very few people actually use them effectively. So get them done in a connector, which is going to also be a flow to your third body, and it's different than furthermore. So we want to try doing different things. We want to be giving the AI a variety and versatility. So you would say conversely if you mention something opposite, conclusively if you're going for a conclusion, conspicuously if it's something obvious related to what you have already said, because conspicuously means obviously, and interestingly if you are mentioning something interesting or just another point that you're adding on that needs attention as well. Okay. That is your template, guys, for the formal emails, which are mostly going to be the requirements, but frequently you might get informal emails in your exam as well, writing to friends or family. Here you would just start with the first name, dear first name. Please do not say Mr. Mrs. You will lose marks. Best regards for the end. First name only. First name only, okay? No last name. It is informal. And please do not say I'm looking forward to talking to you. In the conclusion, it is informal. You will lose marks if you become too formal. So we are on purpose being informal, saying words like these. How is life? Better than saying how are you? I have not had the chance to get back to you sooner. Complex phrasing. Again, not advanced. You cannot use advanced words. You will lose marks. It is not formal, but as unique and versatile as you can be in the informal language. My apologies. And then you have your exclamation mark showing your natural tone. Your conclusion is, again, different than just saying take care or lots of love. I guess that's all on my mind for now. Talk to you later. You have to show a natural tone and just copy paste it. Copy paste the intro and conclusion in all cases in your emails. I needed to talk to you about, we'll start your body one, which will address your first point. Surely is your second body's connector or start. It gives a good flow to what you have already been saying, and it's a li, giving you marks for adverbs. Now you mention your second point, and your third point is going to be body 3, starting with considering. Now considering makes it a complex sentence, and you will get marks for that. So it's like considering I have to sleep early today, comma, next point is going to be I will most likely wake up at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Okay, so considering one thing and then the other thing, it adds 2 points, 2 clauses in one sentence, which gives you marks for complex sentences. So use considering here and whatever your third bullet is, because in the question you usually get 3 bullet points. So your bodies are supposed to be 3 in informal letters or emails and formal emails as well. Okay, you can screenshot this, guys, and if you want to see the written versions, check out our blog. Once again, check out the detailed course that is in the description. We just launched the updated version, and it has, I think, 5 reviews now with people who have just finished it and some who are just in the middle, and they're all 5-star reviews. They all love it. It's the best content online. It also has really challenging exam-like mock tests that you have to try before your exam. You cannot risk it because the real exam's actual mock test right now is currently unavailable anywhere online except for HZad Education. So you can check out our course in the description. If you have any questions, email, comment. Talk soon. Please subscribe, like, and share.